Before we get started on this rock, there's a few bumps in here that I want to smooth out with this spackling technique. I have a whole video dedicated to how to do this, so I will link that in the description if you are interested in checking it out. Let's give this stone a couple of coats of black paint for a base coat and get started with the design. I'm going to use the Liquitex gesso bottle for tracing a nice round circle on this stone. It was just the right size. So I'm just going to trace it with a white chalk pencil, and then I'm going to fill that in with the Liquitex gesso so that it gives a base coat. Since I'm going to put color over the black, this gesso will help the color pop as opposed to trying to cover up that black paint. So since the circle is going to turn into the earth, I'm going to use this cobalt blue and this bright green. So I want to make sure that it's going to be nice and bright and solid. So I'm adding it to a little paint palette, and I'm going to put a couple of drops of the Liquitex gesso in these two colors of paint and mix them up so that it'll help have nice solid coverage. Now I just searched up some clip art on Pinterest to get an idea of the geography part of this, but this is in no way perfect. So I am coming back to that new phrase of embrace the imperfection. It doesn't have to be perfect. You are going to know that this is the earth when you look at it because it's green and blue and the land is roughly in the correct shapes. And I mean roughly. So don't overthink it, just go for it, and you will have a cute little earth on this stone and people will know what it is. The inspiration for this design kind of comes from living in the world on August 17th, 2021. There are a lot of things happening right now, both in the US, internationally. The pandemic is kind of up and down, and there are a lot of really strong feelings and opinions that are out in the world, and sometimes that feels a little bit heavy. I've been kind of feeling that heaviness lately, so one of the great benefits that I get from painting kindness rocks is it kind of recenters me by creating these little nuggets that go out into the world, just hoping to make someone else smile. So that's where this design kind of comes from. It's twofold. It helped me kind of lift some of that heaviness out of my mind, and I hope that whoever finds this one, or if it gets moved around multiple places, that it inspires that same feeling in others. Just a reminder that we are all in this together and we can do anything together. So I'm just doing a little touch up, little second coat here and there where I see that the paint isn't completely solid, both the green and the blue, so that we have this nice vibrant globe in the center of the stone. Now I'm going to take a fine line paintbrush and some black paint and just kind of clean up the edge around the circle to make sure it's nice and smooth. I had a couple rough edges, so I'm just going to take the black paint and clean it up a little bit. Now I'm going to take a chalk pencil and just kind of make myself a guideline for my little people. I want to make sure that they're evenly spaced and evenly spaced away from the globe. Then I'm going to take this broad-tipped Posca paint pen, and it's going to serve kind of two purposes. So sometimes I feel like I have better control with a pen that I can hold like a pen or a pencil. And then I'm also using this as sort of a base coat. So kind of like how we use the gesso, I'm putting this white Posca paint pen down, and then we'll come back and cover it with colors. But this kind of helped me get the design on there where I want it and kind of base coat the little people. So this is just lines and angles. They're literally stick people. When I say I can't do realism, I mean it. So these are our literal stick people, but they're all holding hands. And then we're going to take a rainbow paint palette. So light and dark colors of 4 different colors. And I'm going to use a dotting tool to start out to put the head on the stick person, and then take a fine paintbrush and then draw that paint down onto the rest of the body. So for each of the 4 colors, I chose to do a light and a dark version of it. So I started with the darker pink, and now this is the lighter color pink. And after I get the lighter color pink on here, I don't think I showed it in the video, but I go back and darken up that darker pink to make sure there's full coverage, and then move on to purple. And so I'm going to do a darker purple and a lighter purple, and then just kind of back and forth, making sure there's good coverage and moving through the rainbow of colors. I just had kind of a silly thought that it's funny that these little stick people are all holding hands, because that was the sentiment that I wanted to convey. But in these times of pandemic, maybe I should have made them elbow bumping or something. And also, to add to the holding hands effect, I was coming back with a nail dotting tool and adding just a small dot to each of the hands. So I used the color on the left, so you'll notice dark pink, light pink, dark purple, and just adding a dot to where the hands are meeting, so it kind of gives that illusion of holding hands. This yellow is a little bit more finicky than the other paint colors because it's a multi-surface, so it's got a little bit more of a shininess to it, and sometimes that means the brush strokes are way more apparent, so I had to kind of work at that one a little bit more, just that bright yellow. But also the multi-surface often shows up a little better, so that's why I have it. So now, switching gears, I'm going to take a white chalk pencil and line out the word together. I wanted it to be larger and in cursive, so because it's going around a curve, I wanted to line it out. And then I'm going to take this Pen Touch white paint pen. I have had some silver and gold ones of this brand that I really liked, so I decided to try white. I'm going to go ahead and go over what I lined out, and then anywhere that the pen stroke was going down, I'm going to thicken up those letters. And then just in a smaller regular print, I'm going to write, "We are all in this," and then it will butt up against the together. And I'm adding some little notches along the letters to make them stand out. Now, the last few designs have been without some glitter paint, so we need some sparkle on this rock because we want it to shimmer and shine. So I'm just going to take some hologram glitter paint and add it to each of the stick people and then to the word together, because I really want the word together to stand out. And I know that cursive may be intimidating to some of you, so I would encourage you to just maybe even print, but make it larger. Make it stand out somehow. Maybe do all caps and then do the "We are all in this" in lowercase. There are a couple spots where the glitter paint kind of ran over the paint, so I'm going to fix that by taking black paint and just kind of redoing the edges around the people and around some of the letters so that that shiny part is not on the black paint. I hope that whatever you are painting this week, it brings you some peace and some calm. Thanks for stopping by to watch, and I will see you next time.